Horse racing is an exhilarating experience for those that are new to the sport. In this video, we give you a short insight into horse racing in Malaysia. If this is your first time on the channel, or you have returned and like the content, then can I ask you to please like, share and subscribe. It really does help me and the channel. Oh yeah, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you know when the next video is uploaded. Horse racing, as a sport, was introduced to Malaysia by the British traders who came to the country in the 1800s. Malaysia has a rich history in horse racing, and the sport has become extremely popular in the country and beyond. Even though horse racing was first introduced as a sport from Western countries, it is now a part of the Malaysian culture and is well supported by horse racing enthusiasts. The first horse racing event in Malaysia was organised as an amateur event by William Henry Macleod Read when he established the Singapore Turf Club in 1842. Racing was originally dominated by horses that were brought in by foreign traders from countries such as China, but Australia showed interest in the 1880s and transformed horse racing into a serious sport. Organisers began to set up large race meetings twice a year. As horse racing became more popular, there was a need for a governing body, so the Straits Racing Association was formed in 1896. It would later be renamed the Malayan Racing Association as it is known today. Many countries saw a massive decline in horse racing during and after World War II, but the Malaysian horse racing scene seemed to go virtually untouched by these events, and as soon as the war came to an end, the industry expanded to new levels. Fairly quickly, weekends were filled with racing, and this led to the public being welcomed to the races in 1960. Television and radio also began to promote it to the public. Today, jockeys, trainers and racecourses are well established, and there are approximately 2,000 horses competing during Malaysia's racing seasons. Betting is only allowed on the turf tracks, and breeding has developed greatly, producing magnificent local horses to compete. Racing in Malaysia is controlled by the rules of the Malayan Racing Association, while Pan Malaysian Pools operates the gambling side of horse racing in Malaysia. Horse racing contributes greatly to the economy of Malaysia and offers a variety of opportunities to work within the industry. There are three main racecourses in Malaysia, and they are the Penang Turf Club. Penang is also known as the Pearl of the Orient and has a population of over 1 million people and is located off the northwest coast of West Malaysia. Its golden beaches and blue seas have proved irresistible to travellers for decades. The museum and art gallery, built in 1816, provides a record of the fishing, agriculture and natural history of the island and the botanical gardens, which covers 30 hectares and is the only one in Malaysia. Penang also boasts about having the third longest bridge in the world. Penang is also home to the oldest turf golf club in the country and is one of the most unique in the world. The Penang Turf Club was founded in 1864. The sport of kings really progressed with the establishment of the Penang Turf Club. The club is unique as it sits amongst a 238-acre site and is home to an 18-hole golf course with 7 of these holes surrounded by the racetrack of 1,910 metres. With beautifully landscaped hills and valleys as the backdrop, the Penang Turf Club sets the scene for any racegoer who visits the Pearl of the Orient. Located at Jalan Batu Gantong off Jalan Scotland Road, the racetrack is on the edge of Georgetown. The turfed racetrack is 1,900 metres long and 24 metres wide and located on 202 acres of land. The 3-storey tall grandstand can accommodate up to 14,000 fans and provides unobstructed views from every section. It is a place of great tradition where records are broken, horses triumph and winning bets are collected. Selangor Turf Club. Selangor Race Club is the symbol of horse racing in Kuala Lumpur, and the Selangor Turf Club is all that and more. The club, which began its racing history in the 1800s, has evolved and grown into a magnificent centre for all forms of equine activity. In Malaysia, private membership clubs like the Selangor Turf Club run the races. The Selangor Turf Club traces its humble beginnings to the efforts by a group of amateur racing enthusiasts, mainly the British officers that arrived in the late 1800s. They established the venue for their recreational activities, and horse racing was one of them. By the late 1800s, Kuala Lumpur had become the capital of the state of Selangor, and it was within such time that the Selangor Turf Club was founded. Perak Turf Club. Perak Darul Ridzawan, also called Land of Grace, covers an area of about 21,000 square kilometres and has a population of about 2 million. It is home to the Perak Turf Club with a track circumference of 1,591 metres. For centuries, Perak was renowned for its rich tin deposits, from which it is believed to have derived its name. Its administrative centre and state capital is Ipoh. Today, Perak Turf Club conducts its races on a beautiful course, the backdrop for which is Gunung Korbu, one of the highest peaks in the main range of the peninsula. The Perak Turf Club is the custodian of the Perak racing tradition that goes back 119 years, with the first meeting having been held at Taiping, then the state capital, in 1886. Its course was the cradle of horse racing in the peninsula. Malaysian horse racing is very much dependent on the relationship between the Malaysian Tote Board and the turf clubs. This is based on the authority of the Racing Totalisator Board, Act of 1961, and was amended in 1992. Horse racing in Malaysia continues to go from strength to strength and is quickly gathering a reputation as a racing brand that is known to racing pundits worldwide.